All right, man. Let's talk about Loma and Devin Haney prediction. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video pay-per-view out here this Saturday, live from Las Vegas, Nevada. MGM Grand. Devin Haney will be taking on Vasiliy Lomachenko. I think this, almost could be a pick'em fight. I think it could be considered a 50-50 fight, close to it. Um, for a number of reasons. Devin weight, kind of weight drain. Also, I kind of think he is kind of focusing on a lot. I think he got kind of obsessed with the aspect of punching power. And kind of when you do that, kind of have an identity crisis a little bit. Um, you hear Victor Conti say they had been like really working on his power. I see him doing a lot of deadlifts and leg work and some videos. I think it might be a little bit confidence here. In addition to that, also kind of the curse of those belts. It's kind of lingering here. And I know people see Lomachenko was old, fragile, and all this, but he had came from war, had a quick turnaround. Obviously said he didn't want to fight Devin Haney. Was never going to get the Devin Haney fight. His manager Ingus Klimov said that. But I do think it's a very, very competitive fight. I think it literally can go either way. I know we look at the bet line here in a second that it's kind of like a nice gap to Devin Haney, but we talk about the weight issues, maybe a little bit of identity crisis, and kind of the style here. Um, I think if he was just kind of like comfortable being himself as a fighter, I think he'd be a better fighter. I think the power, if it's gonna come, it's gonna come. But look at it: 5'8", 71-inch arms, undefeated, 29-0, 15 KOs. Not the worst ratio in the world, over 50%. People go through his resume. Went to Australia twice. Did what he had to do. Beat Joseph Diaz, solid guy. Only had one loss. Beat Jorge Linares. Survived a nice little punch from Jorge. Saying like one of them punches dropped Lomachenko. I don't even remember the Gamboa fight, honestly. I had in my mind, I didn't remember them fighting. Had the big knockout over Antonio Moran. Mason Menard, Juan Carlos Bargos. He did what he had to do. A lot of his time was kind of, going to Mexico and starting there as a teenager as well, too. So, you look at Loma. Also, we got to point out that he only at the young age of 24 years old. Okay. Lomachenko, 35 years old, 5'7", 65.5-inch arm. Devin look a lot bigger, taller than him. Some of the pictures, fought Jermaine Ortiz, kind of came out of nowhere. A lot of people liked him. A lot of people thought that fight was too close for comfort for Lomachenko. The cards reflected something else. The Comey fight just didn't seem like he had the killer instinct to get Comey out of there. Mayoshi Nakatani knocked him off. He gave Tio some issues. Lost to Teofimo Lopez, beat Luke Campbell. Toyota Corolla beat him in LA. Pedraza, Linares, Rigondeaux, which a lot of people, I don't count that bullshit. Miguel Moraga, Jason Sosa, Nicholas Walters, Rocky Martinez in there. The Walters was some bullshit. He beat Gary Russell. Lost to Salido. So, he got a solid resume to have under 20 fights. Really good resume, but then again, he 35 fucking years old. So, you got to remember that as well, too. And, this fight, right, is going to be, it's really what it boils down to. It boils down to a fight arranges. And most fights boil down to that. How does he get past Devin Haney's length? He has a 65.5-inch reach advantage. That should let you know everything you need to know. Devin Haney has a welterweight reach at 71. So, once you start kind of talking about that, Lomachenko gonna have to find ways to get inside and take chances to get inside, and will Haney allow him to get inside? Um, Haney has a tendency to kind of lean the same way when avoiding punches. Can Lomachenko take advantage of that? Um, it's really a fight of ranges, and I think obviously Lomachenko got to find a way to get in. But when Lomachenko get in there, Devin Haney got to remember when he punch, he lands. When Lomachenko punches, he lands when he gets in there, and once he get in there, he land a clean shot. They gonna give him all the benefit of the doubt because he the house fighter. You know what I'm saying? They gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. That's who Top Rank want to win. Devin Haney is his last contract. Very seldomly do you see people walk away from Top Rank like this on their own terms without legal matters. So, honestly, Devin Haney gonna have to get used to, Lomachenko gonna come in using angles, and how Devin Haney gonna handle them angles and handle them feints and handle them pivots is gonna be the question. And I think one of the remedies for those feints is to, challenge with his own feints, is to, punch, is to use his jab. But I do think Devin Haney got to jump on Lomachenko, bro. Don't even let him get on the front foot. Press him. I think fight him kind of like he did, Linares did. But don't forget your defense. But keep him on the back foot. Stay on top of him. My advice will be hit him everywhere: elbows, shoulders. Treat him like an old man. I think it should be somewhat of a body attack and impose your size and speed. If you let Lomachenko get on that front foot, then them funky angles start coming, them feints start coming, them pivots start coming. Then he start getting into a rhythm. If he started getting into a rhythm on the front foot, then Devin Haney might have to be a fight. And I think Lomachenko might have a little bit more power than he do. I'm not feeding to this shit Lomachenko old or nothing like that. He had a quick turnaround. So, my advice, would be for Devin Haney to keep that. If you're gonna let Lomachenko come in, I would try to set some traps, but I would just keep that jab rolling. Keep that jab rolling, but for Lomachenko, I just think trying to get on the inside, trying to press him back. You're going to slip on the inside, take away the jab. Maybe he should just come with a jab to the body, and then come over the top or something like that. But Lomachenko had to find his way on the inside, and that's just the number one issue with that. And then you got a guy right here with Devin Haney, got some weight issues. So why not jab to the body? Why not punch to the body? And one thing about Lomachenko, like he punch where you gonna be at. When he jump on the inside, he throw that straight left. That 1-2, he punch where you gonna be at. With Jermaine Ortiz, he was punching where he was gonna be at. He's a very, very accurate puncher. So yeah, when you lean to a way or you go a certain way, he know where you're gonna be at. So, Jermaine, his conditioning was different. Jermaine Ortiz had, he had been 10 a couple times, 2 times, but never had been 12. So, I mean, and Ortiz, he was 5'8", 69-inch arms, but he ain't the pedigree or had experience of Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? So with some more experience, I think he could be dangerous. But for Lomachenko, it's just gonna be about cutting that distance, and he landed the clean, effective punches. They gonna give him the fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, he the house fighter. They gonna be wanting to give him the fight, but just kind of break it down. I ain't gonna kind of break it down to strengths and weaknesses. I ain't do no film work at all. I seen these dudes fight enough, and I just don't put that work in no more. Honestly, dude, I just don't have the time. And a lot of these things don't be really worth my the videos don't get enough support to be doing all that studying and shit anyway. So when it comes to these prediction videos, but starting with Lomachenko, I just think he got to work his way on the inside and consistently kind of stay there. I think working his way on the inside. I think when he's there, not just head hunting. I think you got a guy who got conditioning issues. I think you really want to focus on the body, break him down to the body, and then take his legs away, and then start clipping the head off. So I think that's kind of what it is for him. I think work the body, slip on the inside, work them liver shots, throw them body shots, then, kind of start working that straight left end against the orthodox fighter. I think if he can start to establish some work to the body, um, I think that's the ticket. I think that's the true ticket starting to, work his way to the body, bro. I think that's honestly, I think that's the ticket. Work your way to the body, work your way on the inside, and if he can stay there, stay there. That's my thing. If he can work his way on the inside, he gonna have to stay there. This ain't be no, you can't consistently keep working in and out. I think he got to find a way to stay and work that inside. You know, outside of that, um, I just think that's just pretty much it. He got to work his way on the inside, work the body, land the clean, effective shots. Um, get that straight left in there from the, going against the orthodox fighter. I just think pretty much that's the game plan. Just put Devin on the back foot, be able to cut the distance off. Um, I mean, shit ain't too much to it. Get on the inside, work the body, break them down, land your straight left. Use your angles. And for Devin Haney, I think he should take it right to Lomachenko, pressure him, stay on top of him, hit his shoulders, hit his elbows, hit his hips, hit him everywhere, hit him in the chest, hit him under the heart. I think Lomachenko soft to the body as well too, something that nobody talk about. If it comes a fight where they getting in close corners, or you pressing them, you going for the kill. I would tell Devin Haney, let's not just work upstairs. Let's kind of throw some work. We ain't body technician, but let's throw some, let's throw some, let's put some work in the body. That's what I tell Devin Haney. Let's focus on the body. Let's put some work on the body. Here and there, throw the right hand to the body, but Devin straight right hand, Devin jab. I think Devin stay on top of him and just hit him everywhere, treat him like an old man. But Lomachenko soft to the body, bro. He said he had shoulder injuries, hit him on the shoulder. I just treat him like an old man. But I do think Devin need to put, some body work in. It ain't got to be a tremendous amount of body work in, but I think he got to put some body work in. I think he got to stay on top of Lomachenko, stay on the front foot. Don't allow him to mount offense on the front foot. And when he try to jump on the front foot, maybe lay some traps and try to catch him coming in after a while. But I think he need to come out early and establish and pressure Lomachenko and use his length with aggression. But I think touching the body, straight right hand, hitting him everywhere, touching that body, shoulders, elbows, wrists, all the things like that. That's kind of should be the game plan for him. But I think staying on top of Lomachenko and not, moving backwards and let Lomachenko do what he do best, and that's being a pressure fighter. If Lomachenko get to coming down the pipe and establish his front foot game, Devin Haney gonna have to be prepared. When he throw that straight left hand, he got great timing on it. He gonna have to be prepared to avoid it. And then when Lomachenko get on the inside, tie up, what I'm saying, and put his body weight on top of Lomachenko. I think he got to be prepared for that aspect of it. But let's talk about the odds, and then I'll give a final prediction here. But I think the odds a little bit far from my liking here. Hella wide, man. I think people seeing how big Haney is next to him, and that's kind of like scaring people away. Lomachenko last performance, I'm not reading much into it. It was a quick turnaround coming from war. So obviously he's Devin's a negative 270. Lomachenko's a plus 200. Now what that means is you gotta bet $270 to win 100 on Devin Haney. So you got that 270 to win 100 on Devin Haney. If you bet 100 on Lomachenko, you win 200. So the tie is 1280. It's usually customary 1800. You could bet round to win. You could bet rounds to win in. It's 10,000 across the board until you get to Round 785, 7, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000 draw. You go your customary 1,800 on a draw. Loma 10,000 if you know round 1 through 5. Then you get the 8, 8, 6, 7, 65 in the 8th, 55. So if you think Loma gonna win in the first round, 100 get you $10,000, and so on. 8,000 to 12. Method of victory. You got Devin is the favorite on points or decision. If Devin KO him any round, $100 get you 800. You can do 50, 50 get you 40, etc. A draw 16 here. Lomachenko is a plus 330 by the decision when you go into the method of victory. Shout out to FanDuel. We use them. 100 get you 330. If Lomachenko win by knockout, 100 get you 750. So if anybody knocking somebody out, they got Devin Loma with a slight advantage on the knockout thing. So they got some special features. They got knockdowns in any 1, 2, 3, 4, 2,000. So you can just go through this, man. Devin Haney seemed to be the safe bet here. Maybe a draw in there, but if you want to win some money, it's Lomachenko, or you going round bet, or you can also group round bet too. You could take a group of rounds. You could say Devin Haney went through round 1 through 3, bling 6,500 and etc. So going the distance and the whole thing. So, but my ultimate looking at this size, my ultimate pick is gonna be Devin Haney. I'm gonna say Devin Haney split decision. I think it really would be a unanimous decision. I think it's gonna be like I think it's gonna be really from my book, honestly. I think it's gonna be a 116, 111 type fight for him. Maybe it's tight as 115, 113. But I think it's gonna be a split decision. They're gonna get Loma some home cooking on their scorecard. But I think Devin Haney is gonna win a split decision. Maybe 115, 113 on the technical scorecards. But I Devin Haney winning. I don't see a knockout coming. I think if it did be a knockout, I think Lomachenko got the power and Devin got kind of weight drain. But I think Devin Haney gonna take it unanimous split decision. But really, it should be unanimous decision. But I'm gonna just go with the tomfoolery. So I got Devin split decision over Lomachenko in a good fight. I'm not saying it's gonna be a barn burner. I think it's gonna be a tactical fight. But it ain't gonna be Ishmael Barrows versus Rolly though. Hopefully not. That shit was boring until the bullshit happened. But hey, check out the boxing prediction playlist, fight prediction playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.